What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Rage Traders NRL Supercoach Podcast. Wolfie here. A super quick video for you today, but I'm going to go through my team, what I'm doing this week, and basically see what we can do here with getting some extra points with one trade coming for me this week. For those of you that didn't know, I finished off with 1,514 last week. That put me up 1,432 spots with some green arrows. Nice to see. Season rank of 10,812. So trying to get on a bit of a nice home run, see how it goes here. But let's get into my trade for this week. Only one, leaving me with 3 left in total. And I'm bringing in Jermaine Osako for Valentine Holmes. Just love the Dolphins draw here, to be honest with you. If we look at the draw, they have St. George. They have Broncos at home. That could be a double points fest. Manly away, they've been on a downturn. I don't know what that game will bring because it is at Four Pines, but still, Manly haven't been playing the best footy. They have Parramatta at home. I definitely don't want to be without Osako on that one. Sydney Roosters away in round 26. There may be restings there. I don't know. And Gold Coast away in round 27. So I'm going to sit with that. At the moment, I'm going to hold tight on trades for the next 2 rounds now, unless there's a major injury. 19,700 in the salary does not help as well. Wish I had a bit more there, but it is what it is. Bit of an overview of my team for audio listeners as well. Robson and Pascoe, they're my 2 hookers, so I can't and will not bring in Brayley. There's no need to. Terrell May, Koloamatangi, and Tarpanay, they're my front row forwards, with Toby Couchman, Ryan Couchman, Xavier Willison, Zach Hosking, and Helam Lukey as my 2 RFs. Really like that I have a double opportunity to bring up either Willison or Couchman to FRF if need be. That just gives me a lot of flexibility and just a backup. That's why I brought in Toby Couchman, because if Willison randomly wasn't performing, I had to have someone there that just stepped up to the plate and was able to move into the FRF position, and actually I had the comfort of knowing, okay, they're going to get me some pretty good points. So really happy with that trade last week. It was either that or Sasagi. I wanted the FRF value, but I thought over the time with the Dragons draw, which is nicer than the Canberra Raiders draw, plus they don't have a bye, I'm going to be really interested to see the Toby Couchman versus Sagi matchup and see who scores more. I have a feeling they will be very similar. But yeah, Dolphins for St. George this week, obviously tough there, and Sharks. West Tigers away, Bulldogs at home, Manly away, Parramatta at home. So some good games there, some tough games there. You'd basically say it's 3 out of 6 are pretty stock standard. But the thing with Toby Couchman is he's bulletproof. And when Canberra versus Penrith tonight, maybe Sasagi goes big. Maybe it's a bad decision, but then they have Sharks away in round 24. They then have North Queensland away in 27, which could be a tough game, but they have the bye in round 26 as well, which is what I didn't like. So that's exactly what I've done there, and hopefully that pays off. We still have room to move if we need to get another 2RF premium in. Maybe it's a Sasagi. We don't know. Nicholas Hines, he's my captain for the week. And Nathan Cleary, he's in the reserves. Tamari Mutton and Purdue. Tamari Mutton will start for me just against the Roosters. I'm scared to have Purdue, so I'm not going to do that this week. But he burnt me last week a bit. He actually played a pretty good game, and Tamari Mutton didn't. So that's just how Supercoach goes. In my centers, obviously my trade in Osako, he's my vice captain for the week. I was thinking of having Reece Walsh. I just can't trust the Broncos. You could go either Herbie Farnworth, Jermaine Osako, any of the Dolphins players. Could be a pretty big game, to be honest. Even a Marky Mark could be a great vice captaincy player. I'm not going to do that. Obviously, this is all pending in weather as well. Big risk for me here is I'm not starting Ollie Pascoe. I'm going to go with Reece Robson tonight. Ollie Pascoe, he hasn't been getting the full 80 and he's been getting a try here and there. If that doesn't happen, then I think he's like bound for a 50-ish. Whereas I think the Roosters' attack tonight will be pretty good, and maybe Robson can snag a try assist or a try himself. Suafar Logo, I think the Bulldogs, they will have a number on him. It'll be said throughout all the camp this week. Without Munster there and only Jerome Hughes, they're lacking, and no Harry Grant. The focus just absolutely dials in on Suafar Logo. So I'm actually not going to have him as a reserve this week. That could be very silly. I might regret it. But these decisions, I need to go for a little bit of a risk, and that will be it. Tedesco and Walsh are in my team. My center wings on the reserve are Jenkins and Iro. Macassini's still sitting there, but he will never get any type of start for the rest of the season. So the team is pretty much set now. I'm very happy with it, to be honest with you. I'll look at potting in the next 1 to 2 weeks. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything soon with 3 trades left and still in round 22. So we've got some time left. We've got to play really safe now in case anything happened. And we got to know that restings are on the way as well. So we've got to be really, really safe here, because if Hines and Cleary gets rested at the same time, my auto emergency of Cooper Bye is really going to hurt. So we got to pay attention to that and just be really safe from here to the end. But that's my team. Let's talk about trades this week quickly. People are going a lot of trades, obviously. Harry Grant to Blake Brayley is the most popular one. Dylan Lucas even to Blake Brayley. So Blake Brayley is really heading on a lot. Jaden Campbell, he's a big trade in this week. Don't mind it. Going to see how he plays against Warriors. If he plays it good against Warriors and like they're really starting to click, I think I might have to bring him in next week. Preston's coming in for Lucas as well as your 5th trade with 1,905 trades. A lot of people bringing in Toby Couchman as well. That's interesting. Didn't see that coming. So that's good to see. Again, Tedesco, he is the fullback that's coming in this week. Not a huge amount, but in the 10th most traded position, Tedesco, he's making waves and a lot of people grabbing onto that now with his hat trick that he got last week. Going into my captains for the week and vice captains, this is what I would be doing this week if you have these players. Look, Marky Mark hasn't been playing great. Would I be doing anything on the game tonight, being a Thursday at Queensland Country Bank Stadium? No, I wouldn't. I think Jermaine Asako, Herbie Farnworth are great plays for vice captaincy. If you own both, I'm going to go with Asako. It may be wrong, but I just love their right-handed side attack. But that's just me. Again, Melbourne Bulldogs, this is the game I just completely avoid. I wouldn't look at doing anything here. Gold Coast, New Zealand, honestly, again, Gold Coast, I don't know which team is going to turn up, so you just can't look at anything there. Warriors, they've been a bit average in the last 2 weeks or so, so I think they'll have a bounce back here. I think they will get the win. But I'm not touching anything here. I think these are the 2 games you really avoid. Of course, you can look at Cleary. I think this game will be a bit closer than what people think, in my opinion. But Jack Cogger, I really like coming into the team. You could easily go VC Cleary for sure. Broncos, Newcastle, a cheeky Reece Walsh, a cheeky Ponga could go super well as a vice captaincy play. I just want to see how Newcastle look with the injuries. I also want to see how Broncos look after knowing that they're out of the top 8 and can't make it. Sharks versus South, this is the obvious one. Nicholas Hines, he should be your captain this week. Souths have multiple injuries. It's at Ocean Protect Stadium. He's just in amazing form. I'm pretty sure he's just going to be the guy that everyone has the C on, and the VC might change that if Asako or whoever your VC goes absolutely bonkers. And that's it. That is my trades and captaincy strategy and advice for round 22. Let me know what you think of my reserves. Let me know what you think of my choices. Who's your captain and vice captain for the week? Let me know in the comments below. 5-star review if you're listening on Apple or Spotify podcasts. And if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, or subscribe. Sorry, that always helps with the algorithm, and just your support in general is always appreciated. Thank you so much, guys. It's Wolfie here from the Rage Traders. See you soon. Good luck in round 22. We're coming to the end of the season.